Tonight we're going to be talking about what's on the lips of everyone, what's on the minds of everyone, what's weighing down the hearts of the whole entire world at this point. We know that this past Saturday night, a tragedy took place here in America in the city of Orlando in the state of Florida. A young man by the name of Omar Sadiq Metin, 29 years old. He planned and he plotted for the month of Ramadan. He got a rifle, he got ammunition, and reports are coming out that he did this along with his wife, supposedly. And he scoped out a club, a gay nightclub, Club Pulse. And there are reports coming out that he even was known to frequent and attend Club Pulse himself, and that he may have engaged in homosexual acts. Now, that may sound confusing. He's a jihadist. He's engaging in homosexual acts. What is all this about? We had our president come on yesterday and early on today. He made statements. He was going to give us an update about what was going on, where our government is at in investigating this incident. But midway through his statement, he begins to attack candidate Donald Trump. He seems to have a problem with Donald Trump. But people didn't tune in to hear about Donald Trump. They wanted to hear about jihad, Islamism, terrorism, and what our government was going to do to stop it. Because it turns out that this Omar Sadiq, who later changed his name to Omar Metin, had been on a terrorist watch list for years. He had been investigated by the FBI twice. His co-workers, he worked for a well-known security agency and company, and he had been known to make racist statements, homophobic statements, statements about having connections to various Islamic groups. His ex-wife accuses him of beating her and imprisoning her, and having fantasies about being an Islamist. He was under investigation for having contacts with another Islamist who just happened to attend the same mosque that he did in Florida. That individual later on went over to Syria to fight in jihad with ISIS and blew himself up and blew other innocent people up as well. So this guy had been on the radar for some time now, but somehow, some way, no one can explain it to us as of yet, despite being investigated, despite being on a terrorist watch list, he was able to purchase a rifle and to purchase ammunition. And he went to Club Pulse Saturday night at 2 o'clock in the morning. He went inside the building and he began to exterminate human beings. And before we even get started, let me make it clear. There is no homophobia on this program. There's no homophobia for me or any of my guests. It won't be tolerated, and that's not what this program is about. It's not about praying for or congratulating that homosexuals were killed by someone. No, that was a terrible sin. It was a horrible tragedy. We send up prayers for the survivors, for those who are in the hospital clinging to their lives. We send up prayers for the family and friends of those who lost lives or those who are in the hospital now, or those who are traumatized because of what they said. News reports are saying that individuals in the nightclub had to crawl over dead bodies to try to get out of the club. This was an absolute tragedy. There's nothing to celebrate here. This was evil on the part of this gentleman. But the question America wants to know and the world wants to know is, why did he do it? What motivated him? And we hope to answer that tonight on this show. Now, the Alphabet channels, they've been telling you that, this is just, he's a madman. He's kind of off kilter. He was a homosexual. He was angry. He was taking steroids. But they won't say Islamism. They won't say Islamic jihad. Our own president won't say jihad. But we'll be saying it tonight, and we will explain it to you.